probably.
Well, I hope it is.
Let's
take a photograph of it, please.
Yeah. Just wondering. I've got to prove it. Obviously, I don't know you from Adam. You could be someone just who's dressed up.
We're not going to do this
for
for fancy dress, are we? Right. As my colleague explained, the reason why we stopped you is because you fit the description of somebody acting suspiciously. Right? Now, you've given a legitimate reason why you're here.
Yeah.
Right. But we need to see some ID and some proof that you are here legitimately.
No, I understand that.
Can we see that, please?
I understand that, but on another term, I have actually got human rights.
Is that your vehicle there?
Nope.
Okay. So, what form of identification have you got on you to say you're actually canvassing?
I've got ID on me, but I don't have to legally show it yet because I've not committed a crime.
Right.
Obviously, if you...
We've
had a phone call about, like, said, a suspicious male, so we need to ascertain whether you are, you say you are, but I take it you're not going to give us your name.
I get this every week.
Verify. Yeah, but you've got to appreciate we get calls from members.
No, I understand that, but I'm doing a job, I'm paying me taxes, I'm earning money. Yeah. I mean, I don't understand. I have not committed a crime.
If you were calling us, surely you'd want us to follow it up, wouldn't you? That's why we've been sent here, to follow it up. We want to be rest assured when we leave here today that you're not up to anything suspicious.
Suspicion based solely on a vague phone call without any concrete evidence of a crime is not lawful grounds for detention or an ID check under UK law. A third-party report saying someone looks suspicious does not meet the legal threshold of reasonable suspicion. Officers must be able to articulate a specific criminal offense, not rely on feelings or assumptions. From the very start, this interaction is flawed because no crime is identified, no evidence is presented, and yet the auditor is treated as a suspect purely on hearsay.
No, I understand it in that way, but I'm not...
If your name gives you ID, we could ring SafeStar, say, and confirm...
Well, you can ring SafeStar and you can ask them if, obviously, if you've got canvases in this area and they'll validate who I am.
And what's your
But obviously, I'm not giving it out.
Well, when I ring up SafeStar UK and say you've got canvases and they say
they know I'm in this office, they know I'm around here. Because we get issued to a certain area and they keep both names of the people.
So where's your ID card?
It is on me, but I don't have to show it. I've not committed a crime.
We're going round in circles here, aren't we, chap?
No, I don't mean human rights, mate. I've not committed a crime. Obviously, you're putting me under alarm and distress now. You both cover it going round me. Obviously, you're trying to say that I have to show my ID.
You're putting me under alarm and distress.
How am I?
It's your ID. We've shown you our ID. So
yeah, but end of the day, you're a public servant.
The officers claim that he needed to ascertain whether you are who you say you are is deeply problematic. The auditor never claimed a false identity in the first place. Under UK law, you are not required to provide ID unless you are lawfully detained under specific legal powers. The auditor clearly and calmly exercised his legal right to withhold ID in the absence of reasonable suspicion. That refusal is lawful, and officers are not entitled to override it just because they don't like it.
Listen, chap. I may be a public servant, but I'm not your servant.
No, I didn't say you were my servant, did I?
Okay.
I said, but if you're walking around with a police uniform which gives you powers...
Stop going on about YouTube. It's like this public servant, okay? I'm not a servant. I'm a police officer.
Yeah.
Okay?
Which means, but you serve the public.
I'm a police officer.
Right.
Okay. Police officer. I'm not a servant.
Yeah.
So let's get that quite clear before we start.
Well, there's no need to get angry, is there? Because now you're putting me under alarm and distress, now I feel threatened.
What we see here is not investigation, it's fishing for identity. When officers demand personal details without lawful grounds, it opens the door to profiling and abuse of power. The officers fail to articulate any offense, yet persist in pushing for the auditor's details. That persistence is not neutral, it's coercive. Instead of acknowledging the auditor's lawful position, they repeatedly badger him, attempting to manufacture justification after the fact, rather than starting with it.
What, you feel threatened?
Yeah, hence why I'm recording it, just in case any of you's trying anything cheeky.
That's fine.
I've had it before where police has thrown me on the floor for asking him, have you got ID?
So police officers thrown you on the floor?
Yeah.
And that's for ID?
I've asked for him.
Very strange.
Well, not all coppers are legitimate, are they? Not all coppers are nice. So at this moment in time, am I detained?
Yes, you are.
What for? What am I being detained for? Have I committed a criminal offence? I've not committed a criminal offence. How can you detain me? Because then you're holding me hostage. You're now restricting my free way of movement because now you're saying I'm being detained for a crime I've not committed. I will just literally. I'll send this to me my lawyer, mate. This is going straight to my lawyer.
First things first, you're recording it.
Yeah.
Has it just picked up the that you just said to me.
Yeah.
Right, this is your first and last warning. You swear at me again, you'll be arrested. Do you understand me?
Yeah, but I'm asking why am I being detained?
Listen to me. Are you going to listen?
I'll listen, but I want you to listen to my point of view.
Detained at this moment in time.
Yeah.
So we can speak to the caller.
Yeah.
Because as I said, you fit the description of a person seen acting suspiciously.
Yeah.
Right? Now, until we speak to the caller and fathom out what the caller says to us, you're not going anywhere.
Right, so you're detaining me against my own will from a crime that I've not committed.
The most troubling moment comes when officers claim they are suffering harassment, alarm, and distress. This is deeply ironic. These are trained, uniformed officers with legal powers confronting a calm individual asserting his rights. The auditor raises his voice to no one, threatens no one, and obstructs nothing. Yet the officers flip the narrative, portraying themselves as victims, a tactic that dangerously reframes accountability as aggression and lawful resistance as wrongdoing.
Are you going to admit that now on camera, that you're detaining me when I've not committed an offence?
Till we speak to the caller,
Yeah.
see exactly what the caller says you have or haven't done.
Right, but technically you can't detain someone if they've not committed a crime, because then that's holding them against their own will.
Well, once we speak to the caller,
Yeah, but
and see
now
if the
you're-
crime has been committed, then I will tell you what's going to happen next.
So you've actually admitting you've illegally detained me for a crime I've not committed.
We haven't illegally detained you.
Well, if you've not detained me, then I'm free to go.
Tell you what, walk up there and we'll follow you then if we need to speak to you again.
Well, then it's harassing.
Off you go.
Well, then it's harassing.
It's not harassing.
No, what I'm saying
It's an
is,
illegal
if you'd
execution of
like
our
to
duty.
leave,
Right.
if you'd like to leave now and walk whichever way you like, carry on. And if I need to speak to you at a different time, I'll come after you and have a word with you.
The statement, "I'm not your servant, I'm a police officer," reveals a serious misunderstanding of democratic policing. Police officers are public servants, not servants in a degrading sense, but in duty and purpose. This remark exposes ego, not authority. It comes after sustained pressure, intimidation, and refusal to respect lawful boundaries. In that moment, the officer rejects accountability and elevates himself above the public, undermining the very principle of consent-based policing.
I'll just put a complaint in. I'll just put a complaint into IPCC.
That's fine. That's fine.
Because obviously you're illegally detaining me for a crime I've not committed. So obviously, like I'm going to ask again, am I being detained for a crime? Because obviously now no one's answering. If I'm not being detained for a
I'm just in
crime,
the process of speaking to your manager.
right?
If you'd like to walk away, you are free to walk away. And if that's detain us a crime, I will come after you, won't I? So it's up to you, sir.
I'm not going to turn me back. I'm not going to turn me back on officers so you can body slam me.
Do what you'd like. I don't think we're capable of body
Hey, there's police out there that body slam people for the fun of it.
before when he's asking for an officer's ID.
So you've illegally detained me. You call me a liar.
Accused you of calling him a liar.
Yeah, but now you've also illegally detained me. So wait until IPC.
Why are we going around in circles? Twice I've said, if you'd like to walk away, walk away.
Well, just for the camera, have I been committed as a crime?
I haven't ascertained that at the moment.
Right, so I've not committed a crime. So, well, you've given me permission to walk away. I'm not, mate. I'm not, mate. You're making lies about me. You've also illegally detained me, like I said before, when he says you're now detained. For what crime? He couldn't give me a crime. So he's legally detained me on the spot. He's also kept me hostage. So I do know my rights, and this will be going to IPCC. I will be sent it to Milan. I'll wait until it's all over line. I don't need the log number. I've got your badge numbers. Because I don't trust it. I don't trust the fact I can walk away with you.
Had you shown us your ID in the first instance, I don't think it would have taken this long. So when you're talking about being...
Yeah, but I don't have to show my ID if I've not committed a crime or I'm on suspicion of crime. I've not committed a crime. I'm working.
The officer openly admits the detention is purely based on the word of a caller and that the auditor will remain detained until they figure things out. That is not how the law works. Under PACE, detention requires reasonable, objective grounds, not hunches. Suggesting the auditor walk away while officers follow him only worsens matters. Shadowing someone without lawful justification is harassment, not policing. This is intimidation dressed up as procedure.
If working's committing a crime, I'll just go and join benefits.
You could have ascertained your working 10 minutes ago and you could have gone on your way then, couldn't you? So
we'll have to go so we don't body
Okay,
slam.
the log.
Sorry, don't body slam.
before you get that urge.
Yeah. Okay. So, that's where I see it.
Patience.
Free to go, Sam?
Yeah, I'm just waiting for you to leave.
I took them to a criminal court and a civil court. At the criminal court, I was awarded £35,000 because of the incorrect ways and the way they did the jobs, which was performed illegally. Officer Stephen Haynes, PC Jarvis and PC Warwick. One of them was suspended for 2 months with further investigation. One of them was fired, and the other one was given a slap on the wrist and was allowed to still do the job, but under investigation by their own force.
The £35,000 compensation payout tells the real story. Courts don't issue payouts like that for minor misunderstandings. One officer was fired, another suspended, and another left under review. Clear evidence of systemic failure. This wasn't confusion, it was arrogance, ignorance, and abuse of power. The auditor was detained not because he broke the law, but because officers couldn't tolerate being told no. That is dangerous policing, and exactly why accountability matters.